We are doing another one of those very, very basic Mexican sauces that you will need and you can use for absolutely anything as well. Enchiladas, to cook chicken, to cook beef, to just have with eggs in the morning for huevos rancheros. And it is called a salsa ranchera, and it is basically a mixture of tomatoes, garlic, onions, and chile. Now, what differentiates this tomato sauce to other tomato sauces, because you would say, well, Italians and Spanish people do the same tomato sauces, but it's the technique. So it's in the technique that these flavors are going to change dramatically from culture to culture. So please make sure we follow the techniques. Tomatoes have been roasted, as we spoke, slow roasted, fully cooked to the core, and peeled. You don't want the peels of the tomatoes, and you'll see why. Okay, we're going to do this with habanero pepper, but this basic sauce can be done also with jalapenos, roasted, serranos, roasted, a couple of chipotles, toasted. You can use any chile in this sauce that you want, as long as you follow the right technique. So you're going to add the chile and a couple of cloves of garlic to the blender, a little bit of the onion. Again, we're doing smaller batches here than what your recipe says. But this is because just we want to demonstrate you the techniques. We're going to put the tomatoes in the blender. Okay. Try and get all those little juices in there. Delicious. And we are going to blend. Again, we have the chile. This is an habanero, but whichever chile you want. The garlic, cloves, the tomatoes. I think we're going to want another little piece of chile, so I'm just going to add it to the blender. Now, if you saw what I did, is I kind of went in with my nose and smelled the heat of the chiles. The heat in chiles can be scented through our noses. So, you smell something that is very spicy, it immediately kicks you out. Or, you can take it and you say, oh, this is really nice. It's good. You're going to learn how to balance those heat levels with your chiles as you keep cooking Mexican sauces, okay? So now, again, we have a smooth tomato sauce. We're going to have a little bit of oil pour into this pan. Again, as we've done with all the other sauces, that's called frying the sauce. We're going to fry the sauce. Nice. Okay. In this particular sauce, we're going to add a piece of cinnamon. The pieces of cinnamon in a big batch, you're going to wrap them in a cheesecloth. So you're going to tie it so then it's easy for you to take out, okay? The addition of cinnamon is maybe not the most traditional all over Mexico, but it is traditional in the central parts of Mexico. And for some reason in my household, we used to do it with cinnamon, and that's why we're adding the cinnamon. It's not that all the ranchera sauces in Mexico have cinnamon, but it gives a very, very particular delicious flavor. Now, as tomatoes are always funky, particularly up here in the States. Mexico is tomato country, so tomatoes are always red and beautiful. So it always is needed a little bit of sugar to help the sweetness of the tomatoes. We're going to put salt, and we're going to add a little bit of carrot juice. This, again, is not the most traditional in the world, but in my household they used to do it, and it's lovely again. And we're going to let this boil for at least 20 to 25, 30 minutes, okay? Until we get this wonderful looking red sauce, okay? I want to do the plate thing because it is very, very important for you to understand again, what the texture of this is. And more if this is going to be used in breakfast items like huevos or omelets or any other breakfast item, including enchiladas, you need a sauce that is loose. So please note how this sauce pours, okay? So you can cover all your enchiladas. And do you see how translucent and beautiful that sauce is, how it catches the light? That is because we took the peels of the tomatoes. It is very, very important that we want a smooth, elegant tomato sauce. The tomatoes have to be peeled.